a peaceful dialogue. When we walk the path of practice, we do not walk alone. Spiritual cultivation is not just a personal journey, it is something we do with family, with our spiritual friends. Practicing in solitude can be very difficult. We need companions on the path, those who can support and remind us to stay grounded in mindfulness. In the past, we may have gathered only to express our anger, to hurt each other, to deepen our suffering. But today, guided by mindfulness, we choose to come together to care for our pain, to listen deeply, and to open a new way of living, one rooted in peace and harmony. You can begin with a quiet peace conference between yourself and your loved one. Speak gently, with honesty and presence. Dear one, in the past we have caused each other so much pain. We were both caught in anger and misunderstanding. We created a kind of hell for each other. But now, I want to change. I want us to become allies, supporting one another, practicing together, and transforming our suffering. From this day on, let's build a more beautiful life together, based on mindfulness. I need your help, your support, your cooperation. I cannot do this alone. Say this to your partner, your son, your daughter. The time has come to speak. This is awakening. This is true love. Sometimes, just 5 minutes of listening to a Dharma talk can awaken us. But we must nurture that insight daily, bringing it into our thoughts, our bodies, and our way of life. With insight, ignorance dissolves, and this insight transforms not only how we think, but how we live. So come together with your loved ones. Create a plan for peaceful living, mindful consumption, and mutual protection. This is vital. Use all your talents, your gentleness, and every bit of wisdom you have to ensure that no more suffering is created. If you truly want to begin anew, to transform, then whether your loved one joins you or not depends greatly on your own sincerity and practice. Rebuilding communication. There was a young man from America who didn't speak a single word to his father for 5 years. The gap between them was so deep. No communication, no understanding, no closeness. But one day, he encountered the teachings of the Buddha, and a profound transformation began. He decided to ordain as a monk. He came to live at Plum Village for 3 months, not to escape, but to learn, to deepen his practice, and to see if he could truly walk the path of a monastic. He practiced walking meditation, sitting meditation, mindful eating, and joined the daily activities of the Sangha. He did not ask anything of his father. Instead, he began with himself. Living in peace with his own heart, he found the strength to write letters to his father each week. He expected no reply. He simply shared his daily joys, his small awakenings on the path. After 6 months, he picked up the phone mindfully and called home. His father answered. Still full of anger, he asked harshly, "Are you still with that group? Are you still a monk? What about your future?" The young man, now a novice monk, answered calmly, "Dad, what matters most to me right now is to restore the relationship between us. If we can reconnect, I will be deeply happy. That is the most important thing to me. I want to be close to you, to be able to speak with you. That means more to me than anything else, even the future." There was a long silence on the other end. The young monk continued to breathe mindfully. Finally, his father spoke. "Okay, I agree. That's important to me too." Clearly, the father did not only feel anger toward his son. Through many letters, the young man had been watering the seeds of love and understanding in his father. From that day on, the father called his son every week. Communication was restored, and their happiness became a living reality. Peace begins with you. To truly transform our lives, we must begin by looking deeply at our daily consumption. What we eat, what we read, what we watch. We must stop ingesting what poisons our body and mind. Only then can we nourish the wholesome seeds within and stop being victims of anger and affliction. Once the door of communication is open, anything is possible. That is why we must put our effort into opening it, gently, mindfully. Speak clearly about your intention to reconcile. Ask the other person to help. Say with sincerity, "Our communication means everything to me. This relationship is so precious, nothing is more important." Say it with clarity and ask for their support. Then begin to draw up a plan. Regardless of what the other person may or may not do, you must do everything you can. Offer your full presence. Everything you do for yourself, you are also doing for them. Don't wait. Don't make it conditional. If you don't try to reconcile, then I won't either. That mindset leads nowhere. Peace, reconciliation, and happiness begin with you. It is a mistake to believe that if the other person doesn't change, then nothing can improve. There is always a way to bring joy, harmony, and connection, and it is within your reach. The way you walk, breathe, smile, and respond matters deeply. Begin with those simple, profound things. There are many ways to communicate. The most powerful is to show that you are no longer caught in resentment or blame. Show that you understand and accept the other person. Your communication is not just in your words, but in your presence, your gentle eyes, your compassionate gestures. If you are fresh and peaceful, you have already changed so much. You will become a cool shade tree, a fresh spring. People and even animals will want to be near you, not because you convince them, but because your presence nourishes them. Begin with yourself. From there, communication will be restored, and peace will blossom.